Here's a short story based on that idea. The plan was never supposed to work. Evan and Lila stood across the street from the quiet brick bank, hands trembling, but eyes locked with the same desperate promise. One chance. They weren't thrill seekers or hardened criminals, just two people worn thin by debt. Bad luck in a world that never seemed to give second chances. 3 minutes, that's all it took. No shots fired, no alarms triggered until they were already gone. By the time the police realized what had happened, the couple was halfway to the coast in a stolen sedan, the morning fog swallowing them whole. They disappeared, new names, new country. Small house near the ocean where nobody asked questions. Evan learned carpentry and built boats with weathered hands. Lila opened a tiny bookstore that smelled of coffee and old paper. People knew them as quiet, kind neighbors who always waved first. They never spoke about the bank. At night, though, when the wind rattled the windows, one of them would sometimes ask softly, "Was it worth it?" The other would squeeze their hand and say, "We made it, didn't we?" Years folded into decades. Laugh lines replaced worry. They adopted an old golden retriever, planted apple trees, hosted summer dinners for friends who knew nothing of the life before. Whatever guilt they carried grew lighter with time. Not gone, but softened by ordinary days. Shared breakfast, slow dances in the kitchen, sunsets watched from the porch. When Evan died, he was 83. Lila beside him, her hand still fitting perfectly into his. She followed him 2 winters later. While sorting through the house, the town found journals filled with sketches, recipes, pressed flowers, one sealed envelope addressed simply for whoever finds this. Inside was a cashier's check for more than the stolen amount, plus decades of interest made out anonymously to the bank that still stood hundreds of miles away. At the bottom, a note in careful handwriting read, "We borrowed a future we were never meant to have." I hope this balances the scales. Most people who heard the story argued about whether they were villains or romantics. But in the little house by the ocean, 2 impressions remained forever in the wooden porch floor, worn smooth by years of chairs pulled close together, where a couple had sat side by side, choosing love again and again until the very end.